Hi guys, that was Tom. Urinating. It's still going. And while he's still going,
Oh, when we say got it in him.
yeah, I mean he picked the way. He's peeing into a can. Bonnie's going to be playing this game. It's called Slorverse. Oh, Floraverse. I thought that was an S. It looks like an S.
Every game we've played so far has this weird wait for it. Where it's like
Glitch.
Yeah, they've all had the weird glitch thing, right?
The easiest thing to animate because it looks like it's weird.
But they've all had the glitch thing. I feel like the 3 games we played tonight have had the glitch thing.
I don't think the first game had a
we were
glitch.
going to play that fun game where we say one word each.
Whilst we're playing this.
Yeah.
Nah, you can go ahead and play. I cannot talk and play at the same
Alright, but since we started off...
woman. Women are notorious for multitasking. Are you trying to...
Yeah, they're not
Notorious.
drunk women. Look at that pussy's saggy motherfucking tits.
What?
I believe
don't
they're
even
the
see
paws.
tits, Bonnie.
Yeah, I just see paws.
Turn the light off. I'll turn the
Yeah,
light
in what universe are paws there?
The universe where cats are sitting down.
off. Where are the tits?
Where are the bottom feet?
On the side of it, shooting fire.
Yeah.
Tom, can you turn that fucking light down?
Can you suck it off?
Right, so we just started the episode with Tom peeing.
Yeah.
And I've got a good story about Tom's dick and objects it shouldn't be going into.
No idea. This could literally be any
I think we've
story.
all got stories about Tom's dick.
I pride myself on the fact that my
This is a good personal one from in the early days.
BBs?
So we'd been Germany. So when we were 16,
Deutschland.
Yeah.
Deutschland. When we were 16, we went on a trip to Germany. A history trip, and it was a trip to go see all the Holocaust war memorials.
Oh my god, yeah.
And the specific thing the teachers who took us wanted to do, they wanted us to kind of reenact the journey that Jews went on as they were not just Jews, all the victims of the Holocaust were going on when they were going to Auschwitz and stuff. So we had it was an 8-day trip. 3 of the days was pretty much traveling in a coach constantly. So me and Tom were sat next to each other, and Tom, being the very horny teenager he was,
I was incredibly horny.
Decides he wants to find a new way to kind of get off. And on these long journeys, he's like, I should find a good way to get off whilst we're traveling.
I was incredibly horny. I was looking for literally any hole. Hole was the criteria. And I was sat next to Tim. And I suppose at the time I didn't really realize how many holes Tim possessed because I didn't really consider them in my algorithm. But I was literally looking for any hole I could get my hands on.
Yeah, and there was plenty of girls on the coach, and we were 2 young strapping lads who had
I did fancy one of them. I fancy.
ugly as fuck and had no sexual confidence.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh god, I was ugly.
Actually, I remember
can you consider me very ugly?
me and Jack were hanging out with girls, and you were just left in the bedroom. You remember that?
I remember coming in and I fucking awkwarded everyone out. You 2 were hanging out with these 2 fit girls. I came in.
It ruined the vibe.
Yeah, it did. It ruined the vibe. It really ruined the fucking vibe. What was that about?
I don't know. It was more Jack. Jack was friends with them, and I just bought loads of energy drinks because we couldn't get drunk because we were 16.
One
I
of them.
think that's more to do with general sexual awkwardness. In hindsight, they were probably just as awkward as you guys were. For the same reason.
Probably, but they got along with Jack, and I didn't really know them.
One of them hated my sort of just style. They hated my comedic and social style. I can't remember which one it was. There was 2 girls, Alice something, and then the other one, and one of them liked me, but one of them really didn't like me at all. I mean, that's completely stupid and not very entertaining. Anyway, yeah, I was a buzzkill, is the point. Tim almost got off, I was a buzzkill.
I didn't almost get off, I was just hanging out with girls. It was just enough for me at that age. Anyway, that's not the point of the story. So anyway, we're on the coach, and we have drinks like bottle of drink, Dr. Pepper, water. Lucozade was Tom's drink of choice on this particular trip. And you know how Lucozade bottles have a slightly wider top end rim than most bottles?
Yeah.
Tom's there, he's looking at it, he's like, I could dick that. And so on one of the journeys,
if I know Tom.
So yeah, Tom's got this Lucozade. Don't go left. Tom's got this No, oh shit! Shouldn't have gone right either. You're stuck down there now.
Don't go left or right.
Just don't get there.
Well, just carry on going down those little stairs.
No, because you can't get over them rocks.
Why not? Go down.
No, if you go down, there's rocks as well.
Is there not a way to blast?
And exit doesn't do anything. Well, jumping over that isn't exactly going to do anything, is it?
There must be a way to break up these rocks, though. Like, they look breakable as fuck.
Well, I'm pressing literally everything right now.
He is pressing literally everything. I don't know if you can hear that, but everything was pressed.
NG I agree with myself while you were talking. I can fire an energy bullet. Will charge with cancel rubble, some kind of rubble, expecting orange blocks. This is very scary. Rules on D key. D is devastating. Really isn't. A.
Alright.
D keys here. Sweet.
Okay. I thought I tried all the keys, but didn't.
And we're back!
Yay! Woo! That was
I'm bored.
hardest game. I don't know if I describe this game as quite Dark Soulsian.
No.
But you know, it does remind me of. It's got a Dark Souls ethos.
Yeah. You learn how to control it as you play, and that it tells you how to play it.
It's kind of like one of those games where the ability to control your character has a significant input into the gameplay, and that's really important in Dark Soulsian kind of gameplay.
It's interesting that your attack is on a different plane to your character that's above it. So if an enemy's coming at you, you have to get below the enemy to fire it. But he has this Lucozade bottle, and we're on a bus, a coach full of like 40 other students, and I'm sat right next to him. And he's in the aisle seat as well. I'm next to the window, he's in the aisle. It's like I can fit my dick in that.
Oh man. Yeah.
But if I'm flaccid and then get an erection whilst it's inside, so he spends ages trying to thumb his dick into this Lucozade bottle. And his plan is like, I'll get it in there, then I'll get an erection, then I can fuck it. Funnily, that's the same technique you used for getting your dick in your asshole.
I haven't told that story, have I?
Oh, sure. I mean,
Oh my
I've
God,
definitely
what?
heard that story.
Have you heard that story about how Tim, I think you need to say control the keyboard at this point. As soon as I've figured out the
Is this the time where you were sat thumbing your arsehole and then you were watching
hi.
something
No,
and
that was-
realised that...
That's slightly different.
Also, if anyone wants to get higher.
I'm always up for it.
I feel like I'm drunk enough to handle my weed without getting totally psychopathic.
Cool. Okay, because
Schizophrenic.
I've got my last big boy until I'm gonna not have any for a week. So I would like to share that with you.
Wow, a whole week.
Speaking of sharing, I'm going to share this with the
Please.
public
share.
spectrum. As Tim alluded to,
Spectrum. Tom, are you part of the autistic spectrum?
Is that your fan following, the Spufters?
The Spufters. The Spaffmen.
Spaffy boys.
The Spafters.
All
Tonight on the
Spaffingtons.
Spafters, who wins the Autism Award? Find out. So we're in on the
Tom
backtrack,
thumbing
yeah.
his own arse.
back to me. Hello, everyone. It's the me hour, as usual. I'm here to talk about me.
Meower. Meower. Cat. Meower.
Thanks for that, Tim.
No, sorry,
Thanks for that.
the me. It was a good one.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
it was a
that
good
was
one.
rude.
Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute, guys. As in Guise. It seems like I'm putting on the guise of a funny man.
Mine made sense because meower sounds like meower.
Guys sound like
sounds
guys,
right.
you fucking cunt.
What was your point?
The point was that you can. My point was that I'm no-handing you, doing exactly what I fucking.
Point was,
have a
I
go
want to
at you
hear the fucking
Right.
story.
Point was I was referring to the game.
for. Sorry.
Game.
The game that matters.
Wait, hold on. Before I get to my awesome story about me fucking myself, Bonnie, who would you rate more gay, me or Tim?
Who would I rape more gay? Well, I think if I raped either of you, it'd be the massive opposite
Oh
of
my God.
gayness.
Tom, this is a question we don't want answered, right? We don't want to know.
To be honest,
Two of you have got a symbiotically gay relationship, so one is not
Yeah.
more gay than the other because the
Yeah.
gayness makes each other.
I feel like you're right. I feel like the reason I'm gay is because of Tim.
I
And the
feel like the
reason
reason
Tim is
Tim
gay
is
is because of
gay.
Yeah.
I feel like they're inseparable a little bit, so it's
They are
impossible
so
to.
closely intertwined that it's
Yeah.
both erotic and terrifying.
Terrifying. The world isn't prepared for our masculine. What's the name for when you're straight? What's the scientific
Hetero.
name for straight? Heterosexual. vibes that me and Tim
You
go
could have
off.
just said heterosexuality.
I could have. However, I hate Jews.
Can a man be too hetero?
Tonight on Can a Man Be Too Hetero?
Yeah.
We called our TV show this.
Example?
I think the issue with humanity is that we're all a bit too hetero.
Wow.
If we embrace the fact that, hey, fucking enjoy shit.
You know what, Bonnie?
Base didn't work at all.
Normally I would disagree for the sake of conversation, but on this imperative, I must agree. Like,
The controls
way
and
too
maps.
I think if everyone indulged in a bit of peen and everyone indulged in a bit of vag,
I won't go that
no
far.
matter where you're at personally,
I won't go
then
that
we'd
far.
all open our shit up.
You know what?
Figuratively and literally, and that'd be a good fucking time.
As much as I wanted to agree with you, you mentioned penis, and it put me right. It put me off.
What if I said Tim's penis?
That would make me feel wanted in a psychological sense, but not in a sexual one.
So would you want yourself? How would you thumb your own arsehole, per se?
Splayed out like a lasagna.
I mean, has that ever
Warm and
happened in your life? Like, are there any moments that you can draw upon?
Only in my deepest fantasies. Ones which involve, strangely, a figure that looks like my father, and another that looks like Jacques Fresco, my philosophical idol,
Oh, shit, I
of
don't
98 years old.
know who the philosophical dude is. I don't have fantasies about your father.
I think
He
it's-
listens to this.
I think it's just I think it's just a thing. I think it's just a vibe my father gives off. And that's fine. I do too. I don't, obviously. I'm just saying that's
Pretty
trying
sure
to
I would have
accommodate.
picked up on that, but
Yeah. I'm basically a copy of my father. That moment when you realise you're basically a copy of your parents.
Looking forward to the day in like 20 years' time when you have a kid and Joe's around and he swears and you're like, sure,
I'm gonna
don't use that kind of language.
Joe, I will literally fucking put things inside you if you don't fuck off.
who is this Joe?
Yeah,
I've told
Joe,
about
if you're
Joe.
listening, I mean,
The Maverick.
my name's Bonnie and I'd like to meet you.
And she'd like to meet you in a non-sexual way. Don't be weird about it, Joe. Stop being weird about everything. Okay, that's my rant on Joe. Over. Listen, there's this story I need to tell before the episode is over.
Like we know when the
I
episode's
wanted
going
to
to be
get back to the fingering of the arsehole story, but you wouldn't let me circle back.
I know
Is that my
circles.
story? The one that I. Wait, what story was I on about?
I don't know.
Yeah,
We've
no,
been
I remember.
to,
I remember. That's the one. Yeah. So fucking. I decided one day that I wanted to learn to fuck myself. So like basically what I did is I got a semi on and I
Yeah, you
bent it
did.
around.
Yeah.
I put my legs in the
Yeah.
air and I bent it around my balls and towards my asshole. And then I'd go flaccid, not flaccid, but you know, like I'd get a bit. And then I'd tie myself on. This is when I was 16. It was very easy to tie myself on. So I'd get hard, but I'd hold my hand in place so that I get an erection, so that my penis was like right angled towards my dick, and then I'd right angle it again, so it was like 180 degrees, and I'd go kind of like semi, kind of quarter, and then I'd be like, oh god, get horny. It was very easy to get horny in these days. I was 16, and I basically gradually kind of bent my erection around to my asshole, and like kind of shoved the tip of my dick inside my asshole, and
And there it was.
I still don't believe you. Still don't.
and there's still a part of me
Oh,
that makes me want to prove you wrong.
You have a small dick, so it's possible.
Tim, we have many a female viewer. We don't. We have no female viewers.
We have
I
one.
have a
I
small
view you
dick.
sometimes. In fact, no, fuck you. Your statistics are wrong because I've seen a couple of your videos.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I've looked,
I forgot.
when I've looked,
It does. It gets forgotten because I've got such a masculine presence. But
Also, we have a surprising amount of people viewing it that are basically our age and older, 25 to 35-year-olds.
shout out to those guys.
Shout out to those guys. What are you doing in your life?
Whoa, what are you doing with your life?
this channel.
Hey.
A successful variety channel. We do Let's Plays and comedy sketches and more. That's right. Subscribe, comment, and consider liking for more brilliant content. Fuck this game. What is this game? Can we end this game?
Coming soon, Tom's tutorial on how to fuck yourself in the ass.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what this game is. This game sucks.
It's like Machinarium,
I think we can end it there.
except it should be called Spackinarium because it's fucking developed by spackers. Hold on, let's do an outro. My name's Tom.
My name is Tim.
My name's Tumbly Tim.
Which one do I
And
press?
we've been-
Red or red? Red
And
or
we've been